In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to use your intervals to create amazing African praise groove. In the last video, we talked about how to use the intervals of thoughts. So in this video, we're going to be using the intervals of thoughts to play our African praise groove. So now, in case you don't know what intervals means, intervals is just the distance between two notes. So, for instance, we are using our major scale, the C major scale, we have the C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Now, from your C to your D, what's the distance? Two notes. C to D, the distance is 2. What about the third note, which is your E? So you have C, D, E. So the distance between from your C to your E is 3 notes. So this is how you measure intervals. So you have intervals of thirds, intervals of fourths, intervals of fifths, and intervals of sixths, sevenths, and then octaves. So you are going to be basically taking this step by step, one by one. So the last class we talked about the intervals of thoughts. So now is intervals of fourths. So now this is your intervals of fourths. You have your C major. So your intervals of thoughts is this one we talked about the last time. What about the intervals of fourths now that we want to talk about? The distance between two notes. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. You're counting four notes from you are counting four notes from each scale degree of your major scale. You are counting 4 notes from each scale degree of your major scale. So from your 1, 2, 3, 4, that's your interval. From your 2, you count 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. From your 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. From your 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. From your 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. From your 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. From your 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. From then to your 1, which is the octave. So that is how you basically measure all your intervals. You can do this for the remaining intervals, which is your 5, your 6, and your 7th, and your octave. You can do that. It is the same process. So now let's go straight into the video. Remember our progression. We are on a progression of 1, 3, 4, 5. 1, 3, 4, 5. 1, 3, 4, 5. So this is the loop we'll be using. Now the progression. So guys, this is the progression we'll be using. Now, to use our intervals of fourths now, let's start creating now. You have your intervals of fourths. This is your intervals of fourths. Now, let's start creating a baseline now from our progression. You know, we already talked about how to like basically play everything or understand structure. You need to understand the structure and then the progression, and then you start creating. So you have 1. So you are basically creating. So guys, you see from my progression, I was able to create a baseline with just my intervals of fourths. Now, this is what I did. Now, to complete the groove, that's why I played that scale, which is a metrolinear scale, but then this time around starting from the fourth note or the fourth scale degree. playing a Mesolithian scale starting from the 4th scale degree, which is this is my Mesolithian scale, the 5th scale degree. Mesolithian scale, but then you are starting from the 4th scale degree. I'm landing on the 5th note, so that's why I started from the 4th. So if you want to land on the 4th, you can basically just, so it is just based on your understanding or your knowledge about applications. So you just need to know your modes, know basically all the tools you need. All these things we are talking about or teaching is what you basically need. They are tools to help you whenever you are creating or whenever you are creating, yes, whenever you are creating stuff. So that is just it. So now, instead of just playing, I said no, it's going to be sounding casual. But then why not just add a riff to land on the 5th note? And then the reason why I did not use my my 5 and 1 to end it, it is sounding like the song want to continue. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but then if to me it is not sounding like resolved. It is an unresolved sound. That's the intervals of fourths, that last note. It is an unresolved sound to me. It's like creating a tension, and then I don't want to create tension at that point. So that is why I am basically using to land on the note of the progression so that it will not clash with what others are playing. So when you are creating stuff, you need to think, or you need to think outside the box, how you can basically just, even when you are improvising, it is not going to sound that obvious, or you're not going to like make a huge difference. Because when makes a huge difference, there is going to be a problem with your baseline. Your baseline is going to be having a problem. So even as you are creating baselines with these structures, make sure you always use your ears. Your ears is the main thing. When what it sounds like is actually the output of what you are doing. So you look for possible ways to make it sound resolved and pleasant. Even as you are trying to like think outside the box, make sure your baselines is pleasant to the ear, and not just pleasant to the ear, is passing an information, and it rhymes with this with the progression as well. Even though you want to improvise, let it not be outside what you are doing. So anything you are doing, just make sure you are using your ears to like go about it. So that is why we have, and then you see there is already an unresolved sound here, and then another unresolved sound. This intervals is creating tension from this 4th interval, and then this 5th, they're already creating tension. So it's not balanced. So even though you are going to create tension with this, even though you are going to create tension with this, that is why I look for a way to balance it or to resolve that particular note. Because when I now play this tension and another tension, is no, it's not balanced to me. So you can basically use it if you want to, if you feel you can, but then to me it is not balanced. So that is why I applied that particular skill, that particular Mesolithian skill, starting on the 4th scale degree of the major scale. So this is how you can basically just think when you are playing, and then just try out new stuff, just try out things, and then just basically know what you are doing, actually know what you are doing, and then know how to connect with your audience. So that is just what I did there. So you now have, so now you are seeing the ways you can basically use. Now I'm just opening your mind or your eyes to see ways you can basically use, or tools you can use to create amazing baseline. You don't need to create complicated baselines. As a basis, you need to create a baseline that is memorable, that your audience can relate with, or they can remember easily. That if they hear that baseline, they'll know that it is you. You don't need to create complicated baseline. You don't need to have too many or so many notes on your baselines. simple, clean, and clear and relatable. That is the goal. You want your audience to feel you, to feel the impact of your play, and then understand what the feel of the music is at that moment. That is what you are creating. You are creating moments as a bass player. You are not just creating bass lines. You are creating moments. So creating moments that your audience can relate basically. So that is just all you need to know about the intervals of words. This is just a little. This is just a tip of an iceberg. This is just a tip of an iceberg. So in the next video, we're going to be talking about intervals of fifths. So you can basically go try that. So you have seen the whole process and how you can basically come up with the baselines. But then this is an assignment I'm giving. Go back home and then use your intervals of fifths or intervals of sixths or seventh to create baselines before I drop the next video. So just drop in the comments if you gained value from this, and then don't forget to turn on post notification. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe this channel, and then I will see you in the next video. I will see you in the next video. And then if you need more clarity about the bass, I created an ebook. I have an ebook that you can basically just go grab your copy and then go have access to it. The link is in the description, or the link is in my bio. So if you need access to me as well, you can basically just reach out to me on any of my social media platforms, either on Facebook, either on TikTok, either on YouTube, or no, either on Instagram. I'm active everywhere. So guys, I'm going to be seeing you in the next video. Please like, subscribe, and share this video to your friends, family, that they be interested in this kind of video. So guys, I'll see you in the next. If you got to this point of this video, you did well. I want you to turn on post notification. I want you to subscribe on this channel, because more videos like this are going to be coming. I'm going to be posting this like I'm going to be posting videos like this 3 times in a week or more. So I'm going to be consistent, more consistent. So do well to follow this journey, and then do well to subscribe and share. So if you need more clarity, if you need a clear system that explains everything you need, all the modes, all the structures you need to become a bass guitar player or a professional bass guitar player, I want you to click on the link in the description. You're going to see I have access to my ebook, or have access to my complete bass guitar video course from beginners level to the professional level, and then a lot of extras as well from the video courses. So guys, I will see you in the next video, and then do well to like, do well to share.